All right. Hey, welcome in everyone to our first Start with Safety of 2022. This is our January Start with Safety here. Our Start with Safety today, we're going to be going over a dozen ways to engage with safety. But before we get too far into that, as everybody knows, we kind of started these Start with Safety webinars during our COVID excitement, which, we're all still pretty part of that excitement right now. But really, we started this with the idea of really trying to start each month out with that kind of safety forward mind on a topic that we thought could be relevant to our member base, to our community, just of topics that we think would be useful to kind of just share. So the nice thing is about these is they're free, they're accessible, and then we even record them, email them out after, so you can review them, you can share them with your teams. So if you're just getting into your first one, this is really great Start with Safety to start with. It's not really going to go into very many safety topics very in depth, but we're going to kind of cover quite a few different things that we can do to help you here as a resource for you in safety. Today, like I mentioned, we are going to be discussing that dozen ways to engage with safety with the Utah Safety Council. So if you guys didn't know, our mission here in the Utah Safety Council is to save lives through education, tools, and resources, and really that's our big driving force here. And with that, we're a small group of people that are really passionate about safety. We really want to engage with you. We really want to do anything we can to help you save lives within your realm of influence. With this, we've kind of noticed that as we've been working in our fields, and we all kind of run our own programs within the Safety Council. A lot of the time, people find us for a one-off need. They'll be looking for OSHA training, so they'll just talk to me and say, okay, the Utah Safety Council is where I go and get OSHA training, or I need CPR training. So they talk to Kenzie and they say, well, whenever I need CPR stuff, I go to the Safety Council, and that's kind of the one-stop shop for that. The thing that we've, as we kind of discussed among managers here, is that we found that really that kind of limits some people because they don't understand that we really can help them with way more than just the one single resources they originally sought us out for. So in kind of that discussion, our membership manager, Lisa, she got really excited about it and said, hey, I've got a good idea to kind of encompass all these ideas and bring them all in together. And that's where this little form came from. So you guys have probably already received the form like this, maybe digitally, but we're going to kind of go through this circle here, take it down, break it into each section, and just kind of describe kind of the different great ways that we can help engage with you. Really just a couple of reminders before we do that. We are in a webinar here. Being that it's a webinar, it's not kind of an open forum discussion. We're just going to be talking one at a time here, but you do have a few ways to engage with us on this. You can use the chat function at the bottom of your screen. Just looks like a little text box. There's also the Q&A option, so you can put a question in there. We can respond to that kind of as we're going. If not, if you don't see any responses, we'll get to them at the end. We'll just double check on that. We'll respond verbally if we need to, and then if we need any other follow-up, we can do that as well. And then again, as a reminder, this will be recorded, and then we'll also be sending a follow-up email to everybody after that. So without any further ado here, I'll let Lisa start explaining it.
Great, thanks, Cameron. And welcome and thank you for participating in our first Start with Safety, and Happy New Year. So like Cameron mentioned, this time for Start with Safety, we wanted to kind of do a focus on membership benefits, and we're hoping that your New Year's resolution, I know mine is to use and figure out more ways to engage with Utah Safety Council, and more ways to engage in safety, and more ways to use your benefits and help those around you stay safe. So I'm excited to talk about that. So my name, like I said, is Lisa Christopherson. I am the membership manager here. I've been here for about 2 years. I kind of asked everybody to say a little bit about why they feel like working for Utah Safety Council is important to them. And for me, it's I love our mission. I love that our mission is to save lives, and I get excited about sharing tools, resources, and ideas. I'm what I call a connector. I like to connect people with other people and people with different resources and ideas. So this job is right up my alley, and I love being here, and I love doing what we're doing. So a lot of that comes back to our mission. So I appreciate that. So when I look at all of the benefits and all the resources that we have available at the Utah Safety Council, I get excited and I hear ideas of other people and what they've done and how they've used them. One of them that just pops right out and sticks in my mind is somebody had gone to our website and used a bunch of fact sheets, and they just attached one to everybody's paycheck. They were electronic paychecks, and so every week when you got your paycheck, you also got like a safety fact sheet that just went with your paycheck. So you were reminded as an employee that, yeah, here's your paycheck, but we also want you to be safe and remember to keep your safety culture going when you're at home as well. So I mean, just all those crazy ideas. I get excited. I think of so many. I narrowed it down to 12 just to kind of overview everything. So that's where this this little wheel came from. And so I wanted to share that with you, but I also wanted to introduce the Utah Safety Council and introduce our team, talk a little bit about what we do. So I've asked them to help me share some of that with you as well. So that's what we're going to do today. With Start with Safety, we usually like to do a little giveaway at the end. So we're going to do that today. So what I'll probably have you do is just send an email at the end. Usually I say like 1 or 2 questions. One of the questions might be, what benefit are you going to use this year? What membership benefit would you like to use this year? And then I think what we'll do is we'll send participation prizes out to everybody that we receive a response from. So usually we take turns, but I think everybody that sends something in today will get something. So stay tuned till the end and I will let you know how to get a prize. Okay, so with that, the first thing I wanted to talk about is our website quickly. So the easiest way, and this is what we were talking about with the wheel, but I'll kind of come back to that. So the easiest way to, and the quickest and the fastest way to engage with us is just by going to our website. And so quickly, I wanted to share a couple of things on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So our website is utahsafetycouncil.org, not .com, .org, as well as our email. So you want to make sure that if you reach out to us or you want to do anything on our website, you remember that. So just quickly, we are going through some changes and updates and doing a lot of new things. So you'll see lots of improvements, but a couple things quickly. On the top, we have a pay invoice button. This has been there for about a year and a half and we love it. It's super easy and helpful. So if you ever get an invoice from us or need to pay something, if you have worked with us in the past, this is kind of a new-ish option, but this is a great way to take care of that. I also want to point out here our little search bar. So this is a great tool. I still use this search bar all the time, and if I'm thinking of a topic or something, I just use that search bar and that will help me find kind of the resource that I need, and it's a good start. There's also, I'm going to give you a little hint, stuff that's not on our main website is still searchable. So if you want to find some, there might be old things on there that you unbury. We still kind of find some hidden gems sometimes, and sometimes they're outdated, but sometimes they're useful. We're updating a lot of things, but there's a lot of resources out there. So the search bar is amazing to use, and my favorite kind of tool on our website and the easiest way to navigate, I think. Then I also wanted to show our training calendar. So when I come to the website, the search bar and the training calendar are probably the 2 things that I used most. And if I hover over the training and hit the training calendar, that's going to take me there. So this is what we've got going on over the next year. So my team is amazing, and they've basically got everything kind of put up, and then our accounting manager put everything up on the website. So for the most part, our classes and everything are up here. Now, if you don't see something that you need, please don't let that deter you. Always reach out to us. We've got other private classes going on. We've got, if we hear from 2 or 3 people that there's a need, most of our business, and I try to tell people this, a lot of our business, not most, I would say a big chunk of our business is kind of on demand and kind of as needed. So don't hesitate, but this will give you kind of an idea of our schedule and what we've got going on. So I wanted to show you those things on our website. Then you can kind of break it down from here, and everybody will kind of talk about their section, but it's fairly user-friendly and easy to navigate. Again, if you can't find something, go ahead and just use the search bar. But if you have any questions, there's a contact form, and then you can also reach out to us. But while we're talking about the website quickly, I want to make sure that you're aware if Utah Safety Council members have a login to the website. Now, anybody can just log into our website and create an account. But if you are a member, you're going to have some specific access and discounts that you want to have available. So we want to make sure that you have the access that you should get as a member. So if you are not sure, make sure you let me know or reach out to me, respond to the email that I'm going to send out as a follow-up so that we can get you and then whoever on your team needs to have that access. So again, sometimes you might not even know until you get to the end and it's not giving you a discount. But if you want to double check, you're always welcome to reach out to me. You can have this access, and then anybody on your team that needs to maybe sign up people or purchase things. So anyway, that's a little bit about the website and a little bit about the access. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and we're going to kind of get back to our little slide presentation here. But those are a couple of things that I wanted to share quickly on the website. Now what we're going to do is kind of go through those 12 different ways, like Cameron called it the wheel. We're going to go through each of those ways, and I asked my team to kind of help with that. So I'm going to we're going to start with the first one, and I'm going to ask them to jump in and go ahead.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm the manager of the Emshon Refinery Training Program at the Utah Safety Council. We've all been asked, as has been said, to share why we enjoy working for the Utah Safety Council. So I just find these two industries very interesting. They present their own unique safety hazards and challenges. I really enjoy learning about those things, and also helping our customers learn about them also, and learn how to mitigate those dangers at these sites. So I just really enjoy the challenge, and I enjoy helping those workers in those specific industries be safe and come home at the end of the day. But so what I'm talking about is the first part of the wheel, which is free and discount safety classes. So there are a few discounts associated with my program. Of course, there's the free introduction to work environment tour for members if you're taking the new minor class. We have our discount basic orientation plus classes, but really the bulk of our discounts are actually going to be found in our other programs, which is just absolutely fantastic. I love how the Utah Safety Council discounts these classes for our members. It's not about, making the money. It's about, making it affordable for you guys so that you don't have an excuse, at least a budgetary excuse, to not take these safety classes. We want you to be safe. We want you to learn how to do that and how to keep your team safe also. So with those free classes for memberships, we do have the OSHA 10 classes. We actually have two of those this month. We have a general industry and also a construction industry, and you get one free registration with your general membership. There is, of course, also the first aid CPR AED classes. We have those monthly, and you receive a free registration yearly with your general membership also. With the contributing and the sustaining memberships, though, you also get a free registration for the safety management systems for business class, and which is just a really great class for basics also. But also all of our members, they receive 30% off of most of our classes. So when you go on the website, what you're going to see is the non-member class, and then you're going to see that really nifty member discount price. So also keep in mind that these discounts apply for in person, for web-based. A lot of our classes are hybrid now. A lot of them are offered both in person and web-based. This also includes any on-site classes. So if you have a large group of people and you want them all trained together, we do on-sites that can also be in person or web-based. And that also includes just that we also offer a lot of discounts and scholarships and that kind of thing through a lot of different organizations here in Utah. So we're really happy to work with you guys to make it work with your schedule and also with your budget. So you do see on your screen there the training guide. I know it's a little tiny. I did talk to Lisa about that, and she did say that she's going to be including a copy of that also with the follow-up email that you guys are going to be seeing. So you'll be able to see the full list of all of our classes, and please contact us if you have any questions about pricing or scheduling. We'll be more than happy to help. So next, Cameron, you want to tell us about safety books and products?
Yeah, thank you, Megan. My name's Cameron. I'm the Occupational Safety Training Program Manager, as I introduce myself again here. I really, the reason I work for the Utah Safety Council is because I'm really passionate about safety. I love the idea of preventing someone's worst day from happening. And really that happens through risk management, through training and education, as well as tools and resources, right? But for me, that's really my big driver here. That's why I love to contribute my efforts and times just to really help reach out to Utah and be part of that. So that's my driver. The point of the wheel I'm going to talk about is safety books and products. Obviously that 30% discount, just to bounce off of what Megan said as well with the courses, though that 30% discount is something that goes across the board with your membership in the occupational safety program. So if you're looking you're looking to add some books just to you have on site, I've got people that reach out and say, hey, I want to have a few different books in our waiting room. I want to have some books in the staff room. I want to have some books that I give to my staff. Look through what we have available on the website. We have a bunch of great stuff for you. If you're not seeing what you're looking for, just reach out to me. I can help you find it. If we have a discount somewhere, I can help kind of pass that down the line as well. I would also just relay, Megan did mention free OSHA 10 classes. We are starting out our year right now, so I do just want to let you guys know I have 2 going on this month. I've got a general industry course as well as a construction course. So if you're looking at getting some big people into that, make sure you're taking advantage of those and get your free member benefit taken care of right here at the beginning of the year. The other thing that I do want to mention with my program is the Occupational Safety Essentials class, or Essentials of Safety. This is a new course that we're actually just kind of bringing out, or we're flagshipping within. What it's going to do for us is it's going to really give you a good idea, or a good resource to really evaluate your safety program. With this course, this is an 8-hour course, and it was designed by one of our safety professionals, Doug Handy, who has 40 years of occupational safety experience. He worked for Liberty Mutual, and he worked with other resources as well, putting this curriculum together and really kind of created an encompassing course. So it's a really nice course to give you an idea of going, what should I do next? Because a lot of people run into our safety training program and go, okay, well, I see 80 classes listed. What's going to really apply to me? And this one does a really good job of kind of helping you break that down. And then I've also broken down the agenda to what other resources we have available. So if you're sitting through the record keeping part of it and you're going, I don't know, I think I could use some more information on this. There are Osha compliance courses. There are certificate programs within these. And that's what we're going to really do in that, is really help build you the way that you want to build it, really kind of customize it and tailor it to yourself. But that course does a really good job of covering, here's our safety, here's all the essentials that we need here. This is going to be what's going to be in a successful program. And there's topics that go from regulatory agencies, incident investigation, costs of incidents, selling it to management, risks, hazards, training. It kind of goes over just the whole slew of it all. So that's one thing to look out for too. I know we've got our first one that's going to be open to members here coming up February 1st. So look forward to that as well. If you've got questions, reach out to me. I can obviously talk about that all day long. But that's going to be a great one as well, just as far as resources that are available to you here. The next one that we're going to talk about a little bit more is going to be some of the train the trainer resources.
I think by now I'd be faster at the unmute and camera. Okay, so train the trainer resources. I saved this one for myself. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. Kenzie and Cameron and will tell you that I like to try to give this away, but the thing about the Utah Safety Council is a lot of our resources are designed for managers or for trainers or for people kind of needing the foundation so that they can train their employees. And so a lot of the stuff that we do kind of centers on that. And those are the tools that we provide. So the 3 that are mentioned here are my favorite because the amount of money that you save is gonna more than pay for your membership. So it's an easy way for me to get new members. For example, our forklift class for for non-members is $800. And so you're going to save 30% there. A general membership starts at $225 a year. So you've more than paid for that. So that's huge. Our first aid AED CPR instructor course, 710. So you're going to save 30% on that. Huge. And then our defensive driving instructor course, if you need to teach drivers, that's going to save you about $400 as well. So those are a couple of things that I just want to mention as far as membership benefits. So if you're a trainer, if you're an instructor, please reach out to us and we can help you figure out where you need to focus and what you need to learn so that you can be the best instructor that you can be, or be the best trainer that you can be. Okay.
Thanks, Lisa. I'm Nicole Rilk, and I work at the Utah Safety Council because I want to make a positive impact on the roads and the community. Every day, I hear or see a preventable fatality on our Utah roads, and I wish I could educate and spread better driving techniques to everyone and spread awareness. But so I am the Traffic Safety Program Manager. We offer a variety of classes and resources to help educate motorists on how to be safer drivers. There are so many great resources and tools for your traffic safety needs. If you go to our website and select programs, and then select the traffic safety button, then scroll down to the traffic safety resources. It's on the bottom left side. You will find downloadable tools and resources, which include safety talks, posters, PowerPoint presentations, and trainings. We also offer defensive driving training online or in person classroom. We have self-studies and certificates. We can train your drivers on site and arrange a special class for your location. Some of the classes that we offer in person are defensive driving for your fleet or anyone that will be driving for your company. Our defensive driving course is a driver safety program that provides participants with comprehensive defensive driving knowledge and safe driving techniques. The other class we offer is Alive at 25, which is our young adult program, which teaches learning to drive or newly licensed drivers how to take control situations by taking responsibility for their driving behaviors. We also offer a professional truck driving course, which addresses the most challenging and unsafe driving situations for truck drivers by emphasizing hazard recognition scenarios and real-life driving situations to enhance learners' experiences and retention. All of these are accredited courses with certified instructors. We also have online courses. The National Safety Council's defensive driving online courses deliver the most relevant, leading edge content to motivate and educate employers to be safe, responsible employees. You can trust NSC to best train drivers to avoid collisions, crashes, injuries, or worse. We also have some new defensive driving online modules. These ultra convenient 20-minute single topic training sessions provide the flexibility to train your employees on individual subjects based on specific driving behaviors, incident rate factors, and training policies. Or choose the entire 9-session module library for your employees as a comprehensive driver safety training program. So some of the courses or key topics and issues include speed management, intersections, avoiding impaired driving, lane management, weather and road conditions, avoiding fatigue driving, backing and parking lot strategies, avoiding aggressive driving, and avoiding fixed objects. So whatever traffic safety courses you choose, remember what the goal is, which is to keep your employees safe on the road, decrease risk of collisions and traffic violations, minimize exposure to liability risks and costs, lower insurance premiums and accident claims, and decrease vehicle repair bills and replacement costs. Another great benefit for your membership would be becoming a defensive driver instructor. Remember, members save 30%. So member pricing will save you about $400. So that's a super great benefit. Contact me or reach out to me and we can get you guys started or get you some classes. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amy. I'm the office assistant here. Everyone is answering the question as to why they love the Utah Safety Council. My reasoning, besides promoting safety and health, besides our mission, is due to the team here. Honestly, everyone is so great to work with. It makes my job that much more enjoyable. It makes promoting safety and health, not just to our members, but to everybody who needs our services, that much greater and easier, because not only am I doing what I can to help everybody who needs our services, but I know that our team here is doing all they can to support whoever needs us as well. For example, our Women in Safety event was a great event that we just hosted in December. A big part of Women in Safety is having a collaborative team of women support each other in the workplace with education, networking, and opportunities. So being able to watch the team effort and hosting the Wish Award event, not just the office staff, but their community as well, it was just such a great environment. Just everything was just great. I think it was just an amazing event. If you're interested in the event or joining Women in Safety, please reach out to us. If you're interested in their mission of empowering each other in the workplace, like I said, please contact us, contact Lisa. She's a great resource. Although it is Women in Safety, men, please don't be discouraged and please reach out as well. You are more than welcome. Continuing on, I want to remind everybody to please not to forget to sign up for additional Start with Safeties. These happen once a month at the beginning of every month. They are available on the website, so please feel free to sign up for all the dates, not just the next available month. Just so you can keep in touch with us and stay up to date with everything, and then be here to learn about different interesting safety topics. Thank you, everybody.
I'm Kenzie. I'm the Emergency Care Program Manager. And my reasoning for working with the Utah Safety Council is we all understand that work is majority of our life, right? We start work, most of us, when we're 16, if not earlier, up until we're 60. And if we're not satisfied in the work that we're doing and we don't believe in the mission, then we're not going to put in great work. And here at the Utah Safety Council, I believe in the mission, and the mission is to save lives through education. And I get that opportunity. I get to teach people to save lives through CPR. And I get to go and present in conferences and at fairs and teach people to properly buckle up their kids in car seats and those kind of things. So I truly enjoy what I get to do here. That being said, today I'm going to talk about the 7th way to engage in safety, and that's AEDs. And I can talk about this for a long time, and I was given 5 minutes. So I'm going to take those 5 minutes. And with that, you can engage with AEDs because we do consulting, sales, and training. So we can come out to your facility. We could discuss about proper places to put an AED unit, great locations. So a lot of us think that in our office is a great idea, but do we realize that maybe our offices are locked and the cleaning crew that comes in at night maybe doesn't have access to every locked office, or those kind of things. So we want to make sure that the units are places that everyone can access, and they're always within a 2-minute brisk walk location. We can come out and do that. Then you get free training with that. So we can come out, do a 30-minute training, train anyone at your facility that you want trained in using that AED unit. And then you also get quite a big discount. So that 30%, again, you're going to hear that a lot today, 30% discount on AED units. So that's a pretty good amount on an AED unit that you're going to save. So why an AED unit? So we talk about a lot of analogies. I'm an analogy person. So sudden cardiac arrest, heart attacks, cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in America. So there's a big difference. Sudden cardiac arrest is an electrical problem. Okay, our heart's quivering, it's not contracting all the way. A heart attack, it's just stopped, it's not pumping. Okay, when someone has a heart attack, we can give aspirin. They're still conscious. Okay, and we can give aspirin that will break down the blood clot and hopefully make it where we can at least get them to a hospital. When sudden cardiac arrest happens, it's also known as sudden cardiac death. So that's about a 10-minute timeline. At 10 minutes, their chance of survival is less than 5%. So 10 minutes, we like to say they're dead. So a good analogy to look at this is 747 jumbo jet. Lisa likes, she used to work with airplanes and likes to make sure I use correct terms. So a 747 jumbo jet. Two of those, a 747 jumbo jet carries about 650 passengers. So we're going to load two of those. So what is that, 1,300 passengers? They're going to take off in air and they're going to crash and they're going to kill every single passenger. And this is every single day of the year. And that's how many people are dying due to sudden cardiac arrest each year in America. Now, 9,000 of those are children between the ages of 13 and 18. Now I have a little kid and that hits home for me, right? These are big numbers and big statistics. So without AED units in the workplace and in the home and in the community, we're going to see these numbers increase. Now, we all know about COVID. We're all very aware of COVID. 44.4% of people out of Wuhan, China, now have heart arrhythmias after COVID. Okay, these are big numbers. Heart arrhythmias can also lead to sudden cardiac arrest. So we want to talk more about getting those AED units in the workplace and also in the homes to prevent and decrease the amount of deaths from sudden cardiac arrest. Okay, now that being said, John's going to tell us the 8th way to engage in safety.
Well, thank you, Kenzie. I am John Wojciechowski, and I am the president of the Utah Safety Council. I enjoy working at the Safety Council because we are a nonprofit organization, and I enjoy working with like-minded people who are passionate about doing work that matters. And here at the Utah Safety Council, our work means saving lives. The Utah Safety Conference, it is our pleasure to host a conference every year. We've done this in a live format as well as virtual or a combination of the both. All right, here I am. I'm sorry. The conference. So we've done it live, virtual, or a combination of both. The Utah Safety Conference highlights 400 attendees from across Utah as well as the country with our virtual format. These attendees come from various safety professional backgrounds, or they're business owners, they're vice presidents, presidents, directors in their organizations. The expo also highlights the best and the latest technology, safety products and services. And then we're proud that the Utah Safety Conference offers the broadest range, the most diverse scope of safety topics to include traffic and mining, first aid, CPR, emergency management, occupational safety, industrial hygiene, as well as employer and employee legal topics. Our keynote speakers are very motivational. They offer leadership skills and advice, as well as opportunities to improve your safety cultures and workplaces, as well as just overall culture in workplaces. We're also very proud with the conference to offer women in safety presentation and reception. So it's very affordable. You can get all the details and dates, the lineup and the schedule for the conference at our website at the utahsafetycouncil.org. I'll say that again so I don't mess it up. www.utahsafetycouncil.org. Okay, thank you, and it is my pleasure to reintroduce Lisa Christopherson.
Hey, thanks, John. I am super excited for this year's Safety Conference and Expo as well. The registration is open and we do have some early bird rates. So like John mentioned, you can visit our website, or I will also include a link for that too. But we have some really great opportunities to register as an attendee, or we have exhibitor space, or even if you're considering being a sponsor. So this next piece of the wheel that I'm talking about is the Utah Safety Council Network. So that's the perfect thing to kind of lead into that. And we're excited about it this year. It is virtual, but there are some good things about doing things virtually, and we're going to lean into that. We are excited to use a really cool platform. We have been using them for a couple of years, and we're just getting better and better at using that. We've got some great, exciting engagement ideas and some ways that you can kind of network. So even though it's a virtual event, please don't let that deter you, because it's going to be a really, really cool, exciting event. One of my favorite things at the Safety Council is I kind of get to do some of the things that I want to do. And one of those, like one of our keynotes this year is a podcast guy that I liked his podcast. And so I said, can I invite him to be a keynote? And they said, absolutely, let's do it. So his name's Dave Colley. He did the Cold podcast, and he is going to talk to us about like investigating. So there's a lot of cool things that we can do, even though it's going to be virtual, but I definitely encourage you to sign up for that. Anyway, so networking is, it's a lot of fun. I think kind of network, maybe sometimes that term gets a little bit of a bad rap, but you know, I think, oh, it's a forced social event. When I think of networking, that's kind of what I think of, but that's not really what it is anymore. So networking, and this is one of my favorite things about the Safety Council is I feel like we have kind of a built-in support group of kind of friends, like-minded people, people who have invested in safety, and people who just are very open to sharing. I don't think I've met one person here who's not willing to answer a question. But one of my favorite things to do is I've got access to all these different amazing businesses and organizations that are members, and I can look at that list and I just get so excited about all the experience and what they do. And I don't hesitate. If I had a question, I would call them. Usually I'm trying to call them and say, hey, use this or use that. But I have learned so much from just our members, and I enjoy being able to kind of connect our members with tools and with each other. So while we talk about the network, we do have a list of our members on our website. I'm working on doing some member appreciation this year and doing some highlighting. But one of the things I remember before I worked at the Safety Council, I always knew who my competitors were. And so I loved to kind of see what they were doing and check them out and be kind of friends with them and know what's going on. But you can actually go on our website and look at all of the different businesses that are there. And if there's other organizations that are similar. I was just speaking to someone the other day, and his question to me was, what other organizations do you have that are like mine? And can you help me, kind of connect and make friends with these people? And I was so excited to hear that. And I asked Brandy about it, and I've been in touch with him. But yeah, so we can go to our website and look at all of that and see those different organizations and know that they're like-minded and want and care about safety. And maybe there's some benchmarking and opportunities and friend making that can happen to help you get to where you want to be. So that's also kind of a lot of fun. So if you're looking to, learn more, or even if you're looking to kind of get your name out there, we have a great network. We are always looking for sponsors. We're looking for people who want to engage with us, at the conference, at our different events. And so regardless of kind of what your objectives are within your organization, if you're just looking to learn new things, meet new people, benchmark with others, or if you're, kind of looking to get your name out there, there's opportunities there in both of those areas. So I just want to say that that's a huge part of the Utah Safety Council, and we work with a lot of different organizations as well. So and they like to network with us too. So if we don't maybe know the answer, we don't know who to check with, we have other organizations that we can help with, and we can send you that direction. So we're definitely a good starting place. We also have some amazing instructors. I love getting like the coolest, most interesting questions, and we have all these different instructors with years and years of experience that can kind of help us answer. So if you have a safety question, give us a minute, but we'd love to kind of help you look into that and all learn something new. So we have those resources. I hope we called him back, but the other day we had to settle a bet, and it was actually a lot of fun. Somebody called and had a question, an OSHA question, and he said, we just need to settle this bet, and it was a lot of fun. But use that as a resource, and use others, and check in with us, and we're happy to help point you in the right direction. So that's what I wanted to say about our network. So Cameron.
Thank you, Lisa. As you know, I already do love talking about these classes that we offer, but the next little cog on our wheel here is discounted safety certifications. Okay, that's one of the things where I mentioned we've got all of these courses. The nice thing is with some of these courses, they can kind of be compiled together, and NSC has built these certificate programs out that are nationally recognized certificate programs, including the Advanced Safety Certificate, which is going to be obviously nationally recognized, really kind of more your safety professional focus, really looking at safety management techniques, fundamentals of industrial hygiene. You're talking ergonomics, some of those elements that some people kind of only like to touch on. We have some more of those kind of in-depth 1 to 4 day courses with those ones. They're pretty involved with that time commitment. There is a lot of curriculum. There's a lot of books and things that come with that. So the course cost, we are a nonprofit. We aren't sending ourselves through the roof with these courses, but the cost does compile sometimes. So for some people, when they're looking at their safety budget, they're going, I really would love to be able to push myself as a safety professional, but I don't know if I can pallet even with the discount, the cost of a 4 day course. That's where this workplace scholarship program really comes into play for you guys. It's something that does not get utilized enough. It's with Utah Labor Commission, and what they did is they reached out to us and they said, hey, we want to do something for Utah organizations with 250 or less employees, and we want to help them get the safety training that they need. So what that's going to do is it's a really simple application. Don't worry, they're not going to background check you or anything like that. All they need is what your organization is, how many employees you have, and the reason that you're seeking a scholarship. That's it. And they don't even need a letter from you. They give you 4 lines, and you just need to say, hey, I'm trying to get this training done. I'm trying to do it at a discount so we can afford it within our budget. And guess what? It comes through me. If there's funds available, I approve it as long as everything meets those parameters. It's not a really ridiculous process, and it just really doesn't get utilized. A lot of the time, those funds we don't even use the full allotted funds that are given by the Labor Commission. So if you're one of those organizations that's going, hey, I really do want to get some more training, let's get our people through a certificate program. The other one I just touched on was the Osha Compliance, the certificate in OSHA Compliance. That one is a really practical, hands-on one. If I had supervisors in an organization, I'd get them all through that. What it is it's capstone with an OSHA 10 to give them a good idea of what OSHA is looking at. And then from there, you can kind of focus on different requirements. So with that, what I mean by that is we've got specifics for lockout, tagout. And what that's going to do is it's going to help them look at the standards, understand what OSHA's expectations are, what the federal regulations are, and how they can navigate that in an effective way. If I'm putting my supervisors through that, that could add up on me. But with this workplace scholarship program, I can do 1 person per company per course. And that's one thing I can use. The other thing that's nice with COVID is the Labor Commission waved in and said, hey, we're going to allow this for on-site training as well. And so if you've got a group of people, you said, hey, let's get our whole group through OSHA 10. Oh man, we've got 30 people. That's going to add up quick. Talk to me about the workplace scholarship. A 50% discount is going to really help you out. Give the first quote to your boss and then apply for the scholarship and say, hey, I got him to give it to me for 50% off. That'll make you look good too, and you can use it. That's what it's here for. The whole point of that is just to really give Utah organizations the ability to get that safety training that they need. It's really one of the best programs that I'm able to be a part of. I'm really excited by it, and I want to use every penny of it this year. So if I can be any resource to you and help you with that, I would love to, and let me know if I can. I'll let Cassie talk about our next wheel here.
Hi, I'm Cassie, and I have been with the Safety Council for 16 years this month, actually. And the reason why I love working here, obviously I've been here for a significant amount of years. I love what we do. I love our mission. I love that we can train people in safety so they can return home safe to their families. It's been quite a few, it's just been awesome to see some of the change that just by working here and what we've seen over the years and the changes that we've made and what's come about the programs that we have. It's been a pretty interesting ride. What I'm talking about today is the Safety Media Library. I do manage that program, and with our media library, we do get grant money each year to put towards our library to better it. So we can also help you with your safety training program. A few years back, we did introduce streaming safety videos, which I will cover here in just a moment. I just wanted to talk about some of the new titles that we recently added as far as DVDs go. We did add some new titles covering COVID and returning to work safely, working from home. Just with the pandemic, we did add quite a few different COVID titles within this last year. We've also added some ergonomics, reasonable suspicion titles, and many more. Our office is still open to, if you would like to come in and pick those titles up, reserve them and pick them up, you are more than welcome to do that. However, masks are required if you enter our office, and we do have shipping options as well. We also did update our book library with the new ASP and CSP updated study guides. So I know those are extremely popular amongst our members. If you're looking to obtain those certifications, we do have those study guides that are available to our members as well to borrow, so they can study up on getting that certification. Anyway, back to the streaming videos. The streaming option is amazing. We have thousands of topics. It's super convenient. It comes with training materials. So once you log on to our website, as you can see in the slide here, you are taken to another website that we've partnered with at the Training Network, and you can access thousands of titles there, along with training materials, quizzes, certificates. If you wanted to issue a certificate to your employees for completing a fall protection training, it's pretty awesome. So it's worth a shot. Try just to take a look at it and walk through it and see what we have. If you need help setting that up, myself or Lisa can help you get that set up as well. It's very easy to add someone to the streaming process. Another program that I cover here at our office is our computer lab. Our computer lab is pretty new. It's been around for a few years and it's constantly growing. We have partnered with the refineries as far as site-specific training. We are able to get most site-specific training here as we stream that from other councils. The number one thing that we do offer in our lab, and I think that Megan had covered this with her programs earlier, was the Basic Plus refresher. So if you've taken your Basic Plus and it's been a year, you can come back here and take your refresher course, and that is done in our computer lab. We schedule everything over the phone. We're working on hoping to get that on our website. Our lab is very small, and so we fill up very quickly, but we are able to get you scheduled, get you in. If you have questions in regards to any kind of streaming or training that we do offer in our computer lab, please feel free to call me and I can help you out with that, or we can get your company scheduled, whatever it is. If you have any questions in regards to what trainings we have, I can help you out with that as well. I'm going to turn the time back over to Kenzie to talk about our awards program and website recognition.
Awesome, thanks. Okay, the 12th way to engage in safety, and I think one of the best ways is to just tell us about your safety accomplishments. That way we can recognize you. So we have recognition on our website, and then we also like to recognize on our social media. So if you don't follow us on social media, you can go ahead and go give us a like and follow. And we do have social media accounts on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. We're trying to get a little more social on Twitter. So you can go follow us. We do post on there. And I'm going to list some of the awards. So we do our award conference in August it will be this year, August of 2022. The awards are the Robert F. Parenti Individual Achievement and Safety Award, the Award of Merit and Honor, the Perfect Record Award, Million Hour Award, Professional Driver of the Year Award, School Bus Driver of the Year Award, Occupational Seatbelt Award, and Harold R. Everett Lifesaver Award. So not all of these are company awards. So if you had a situation at work and maybe you won't get the Perfect Record Award, there are individual awards. So go ahead and look into those. Once those applications are open for you to submit, they will be due by June 30th. And so we hopefully will get those soon available for submissions. That being said, Lisa will close us out.
Perfect. Thank you, Kenzie. So yes, our awards, we even have a date, right? I think it's August 12th. Yeah, Friday, August 12th this next year. So be looking for that. We also are going to have a new award this year that we're going to be excited to announce once that all gets worked out. So we look forward to that. It's such a fun, it's such a good way to honor your safety achievements. It doesn't cost anything to put in an application. And it's just a good way to recognize your team for their hard work. I know sometimes when it comes to safety, the reward is at the end of the day and everybody's safe. So sometimes those accomplishments are kind of overlooked, and we feel like it's really important to make sure that those are celebrated. So we like to do that every year as well. So those were just kind of some of the top, those 12 different ideas that we wanted to share, different ways that you could use your membership benefits. Now that's definitely not a complete list, but I do on the other side of the flyer that we were kind of going over the wheel, we do have kind of a breakdown a little bit more in detail. So we did talk about the streaming, the OSHA 10, the first aid. I know Nicole talked about some of the driving classes that we offer, but your Utah Safety Council membership benefit also comes with NETS access, which is the Network of Employers Traffic Safety. So not only do we have traffic safety resources, you have access to theirs as well as part of your benefit. We talked about scholarship, discounted safety products. We do have some publications that we like to share. We have our monthly safety notes, our monthly safety notes newsletter that comes out, a quarterly traffic newsletter that comes out. And then we also have a family safety and health magazine that comes out quarterly, and that is something that the National Safety Council publishes, and then we purchase those and send them out to our members every quarter. So that's also a great publication that we like to share. I know that we'll talk a little bit more about fairs momentarily. Megan mentioned that we do like to do a member appreciation events every year. Brandy tells me lots of times throughout the year, but yeah, we're looking forward to doing more of those. This upcoming year, we've got some fun ideas. We were able to finally do an in-person membership appreciation event back in October. We went to the Crossy Ranch, allowed our members to come, paid for their admission, paid for their food. It was a lot of fun to do stuff like that. So we look forward to doing that in the future. And then we talked about awards, start with safety, and then the company recognition. So that's kind of the basic. I mean, this is very basic, the general membership level. Just quickly if you are considering upgrading or would like to know more about the other levels, here's kind of the breakdown here. If you would like to upgrade to a contributing membership, you're going to have an extra person for OSHA 10 every year. And then that safety management systems for business course. I know Megan talked about that in the beginning. You get 2 attendees every per organization. It's a 4-hour class. It's hybrid. You can come here, you can do it virtually, but it's one of my favorites to break down because the instructors are so great and they're able to kind of do a deep dive on what's important to the students, and it just really helps you to get focused on what you need to do for your safety program, what the next steps are. So that's one of my favorite ones. So if that's something that's interesting to you, please consider upgrading if you haven't already. Then Cameron mentioned some books. I know Cassie mentioned some books, but we do let you pick one of the textbooks from our library for that one. And then for our sustaining membership, one of our the biggest thing here is it's going to be your 2-hour consulting within a 100-mile radius. So we've also I believe we've done some kind of virtual stuff if you're further than 100 miles, or if there's a pandemic going on, but we're able to make accommodations, and this is such a good, amazing benefit. If you don't know where to start, you want someone to come out and talk to you, or you're stuck on a GHS level or whatever, just having kind of an external perspective. Maybe you're doing great and things are wonderful, but having somebody come in every year, just do a quick 2-hour walkthrough, an external organization, that's a huge part of your process controls or the way that you validate what you're doing. So it's a great benefit. I think unfortunately we weren't able to do as much of it during COVID, but our instructors really enjoy doing this as well. I've seen some of the stuff that they put together after they go through and do these this is what they do. It's their jam. They love it. They're passionate about it. They get excited when they see new organizations and they get to kind of work with them and help them. And they're great at it. And it makes me excited to see and connect those two. So if you haven't done any consulting, or maybe if you're not even at that level and maybe you just want to do that, that's still something that you would get for 30% off as well. So we can talk about that. There's a form on our website, or you can reach out to Cameron or me and we can set something like that up. Also, I know Kenzie mentioned consulting with AED as well. That's kind of part of what she does too. So consulting is huge. And if that's something that you're interested in, I would encourage you to upgrade to a sustaining membership. And then the other thing that's kind of cool with the sustaining membership is it's a 6 books. It's a complete library. They're 6 really great textbooks. Some of them have just been updated, but if you are maybe a newer organization, or you have some resources that you just need some reference material, it's great. So let me know if you have any of those. So here's these aren't even all of them. There are some other things. We're going to do some injury facts emails this year. We're going to do all sorts of stuff. And Cameron was talking about his new class. We're looking at maybe making that into some type of a cool benefit. So we are always looking for new ideas for our members, and always trying to make sure that what we do adds value to their organizations. Okay, so enough about that part. I would like to quickly, actually, let's skip this one real quick, if that's okay, Cameron. Actually, we'll come right back to this one too, but I wanted to quickly introduce 2 other members of our team, if that's okay. We, like Amy said, we have such a great team. I appreciate everybody helping out and coming together and doing stuff like this. And it's not the first time. We all get to come together and do a lot of projects together, and it's a lot of fun. But there are a couple members of our team that didn't get to introduce themselves today. So I want to just indicate here. So if you look at this picture on the front row here, second in from the left, between Kenzie and Nicole, if you recognize them, that's Brandy Crockett, and she is our Vice President of Operations. She'll tell you, and we all believe her, that she bleeds Safety Council blood. She's been here that many years, but this is her career, and she's one of the smartest people I know, and we were able to get experienced minor training together when we were younger. Anyway, so that's Brandy. I also wanted to mention we have Laura Brown, who is our accounting manager. She's standing kind of directly behind me, if you see Megan behind her, but she's in that picture as well. So I've never known an accounting manager that's in charge of doing website updates and keeping us all on track and training us on all these processes for back end things. I mean, so we appreciate her. I've said more times than once that she kind of is part of our backbone. She keeps us on track and helps us make sure that we're dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and having our website amazing. She also is a huge does I would say most of the works behind the scenes, setting things up for our conference, especially when we do it virtually. So she's not out in front a lot, but I will never miss an opportunity to give her props in public because she is a rock star, and we appreciate what she does on our team. So this is our team. At the bottom here, we kind of show the different programs within the Safety Council membership: occupational, traffic, emergency care, and then home and community. We didn't much talk about home and community, so I want to quickly mention Our home and community program kind of do 3 things there: buckle up for love. And we do safety and health fairs in the community, as well as, within organizations. Sometimes organizations will have benefits fairs or annual events, and we participate in that. And then kind of the third thing in that home and community is our Take Safety Home program, which we love. And that was kind of what I was referencing in the beginning. If you go back to our website and find our Take Safety Home program, that is where all those fact sheets were downloaded that the person I was talking about was attaching to the paychecks. But there are so many amazing resources to use for your employees so that they take safety home as well. So fact sheets, all sorts of training materials, all that good stuff. So there's a place on our website where you can get that information, or you can even request printed take safety home information. So don't forget to do that. Okay, that is a bunch of stuff. I want to keep my promise and say, yes, we are still going to do kind of a giveaway. So what we will do is, if you will send us an email, and I'm going to give you our generic email address. And so everything that comes to this email kind of gets dispersed as needed. So if you send an email to safety@utahsafetycouncil.com and put benefits in the subject line, and then just put which benefit that you'd like to take advantage of this year during 2022. I want to come to Osha this year. I want to make sure I get someone through CPR or first aid, or hey, I want to buy an AED this year, or I just want to come to the conference this year, or I want to find out more about this, whatever. Just maybe one thing that you want to do to engage with those Utah Safety Council membership benefits for 2022, and we will send you a prize. So that will be fantastic. Again, that's safety@utahsafetycouncil.org. Okay, so we did record this session, and I will go ahead and send out a link to the recording. Like Megan mentioned, we will send out that class list, and I'll resend out that flyer with the wheel and then the benefits on the back. So hopefully everybody has that, and you can take that information and take what you learned today, and then be prepared to come back and let us know how we can help you take advantage of those membership benefits. All right, with that concludes our Start with Safety for January 2022. Thank you so much for attending. We look forward to seeing you next month. We hope you have a safe and enjoyable January.